Hello everyone. So we are gonna have solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 3rd or 4th of December. So now we have Sun in Scorpio and Ketu and Mercury. Scorpio is the sign that comes after Libra. Libra is our relationships with people, our interactions, exchange with people. As soon as we start interacting with people, there comes the Scorpio, vulnerabilities, things we cannot control. We cannot control what other people do in relationship with us. So it creates the fear that there is something I need from the other person, but what if they're not gonna be trusted, be loyal, or what if they are gonna do things that hurt me and I cannot control it? So the Scorpio has the fear of not being able to control the situation. That may force the Scorpio to be extra controlling. The Scorpio controls things, but they also take good care of those things they try to control if they are healthy. So it's not that bad to, like, I take total control of my cat, but I make sure my cat is perfectly healthy and fine, you know, so that's good for the cat. But I cannot control if the cat is gonna love me or not, if the cat is gonna stay to sleep with me at night on my pillow or leave when I fall asleep, you know, I cannot control that. So that's the Scorpio part. No matter how much we're trying to control the others so that we get what we need from them, we still cannot fully control the others. It's a other realm, the other reality of the other person. They're ruled by different forces. It's a different territory. We cannot control it. And Scorpio has poisonous tail and it can sting. It can sting out of self-protection. It can numb the enemies. And we're gonna have eclipse in Jyeshtha nakshatra, which has this energy of, you know, restoring the righteousness, the justice. In the lower development level, it can be energy of jealousy or taking revenge or biting someone back, you know? Like, you interrupted me, and now I will interrupt you just for the sake of getting it back to you. You know, that's the lower level of energy. Because the higher level of energy is emotional courage. To still stay who you are, no matter what other people do, how they treat you. For example, they interrupted you rudely, but who you are, who I want to be, is not someone who interrupts other people, so I am not gonna do it back to them. And I find courage inside myself. That's the strength of Scorpio, to stay in dignity. You know, that's why the sun does so well in Scorpio, because the sun illuminates all the darkness of the Scorpio, all these dark corners where Scorpio hides, and it shines dignified light into the depth of deeper meaning of everything, and into the emotion, difficult emotion, maybe turbulent emotion, maybe fearful emotion. Scorpio is also psychological fears, quite heavy stuff it can be psychologically, because it's also in a lower sense an energy of manipulation. And Mercury is now in Scorpio. Mercury doesn't do so well in Scorpio Because in Scorpio, the stories that Mercury tells itself can get twisted, distorted, manipulated into, like we can tell the story to someone to manipulate so they do to us what we need them to do, like if I tell someone the truth, they're not gonna do for me what I need them to do, so I better not tell them the truth and they will do it for me, So Mercury in Scorpio is not in a good position because Mercury loses its ability to tell the truthful story. And Mercury doesn't see the problem to lie in Scorpio. What's the problem if I lie? This is what I need. Mercury is very helpful. He's gonna help wherever he is, whoever he is with. Okay, you need this purpose. To get this purpose, you need me to lie. I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna lie, And also the Scorpio ruled by Mars, and Mars is enemy to Mercury. Mars is about taking action, and Mercury is about learning from our experiences and then how we can change. It's a curiosity, it's learning, Mercury. And Mars just needs to take the action. So in Scorpio, Mars has this mission. This is the action we need to take. We need to make sure manipulation happens, we get what we need. Well, Mars is not in Scorpio right now, so Mercury there without Mars is a bit lost, because Mars would direct him if Mars was in Scorpio. But Mars is in Libra, and it's not the best place for Mars. Also not the worst place, but in Libra it's about exchange. And Mars needs action. It needs to take action and see the result. It's about exchange. Mars is not interested in exchange. It wants to do it. So Mars has the courage to do it, to take the action, to fight for something. And that's not what Mars is very capable of doing in Libra. In Libra is the sign of getting what we need from other people. Yeah, we live life and we have other people, and us, we fulfill our desires with other people. So Mars is not there to be like on the marketplace and trade and exchange, It's not the area where Mars feels comfortable. Mars is a soldier. He needs a clear mission, structure. Like in Capricorn, he's exalted. Soldier gets up and goes, does the battle on the battlefield, and he is fulfilled. He destroys the weakness, destroys the enemy, and that's what Mars needs to do. In Libra, of course, Mars is trying to destroy the enemy. is the other person who is not giving us what we need, you know? So, Ketu, together with Sun in Scorpio, that's the energy that is quite difficult for self-esteem, for our confidence. Because Sun rules confidence, self-confidence, our ego, self-esteem, in a sense, like being confident, this is who I am and I'm shining my light. Ketu is like black, dark thing that sucks its light in. So the whole confidence is sucked into some black hole. We lose self-confidence with Sun and Ketu. This also means the ego goes into black hole and becomes non-existent. That's why a lot of saints had this placement, Sun and Ketu conjunction. And Mercury is also there. That helps Mercury, that Sun is there. It helps Mercury because Sun illuminates all the dark corners, hidden things, but Ketu really interrupts Scorpio, the Mercury. Ketu is interrupting the Mercury. Just like I cannot gather my thoughts together, I cannot gather my story right now. People who have really afflicted Mercury with Ketu, they may stutter, really interrupted speech. So may be that we cannot get our story out. We don't have confidence to bring it out. In Scorpio, Sun and Ketu, which is a good place for Ketu. Ketu is exalted, so it can go really deep. It can go really deep to the truth, to the whole, underlying layer of reality, which is what? The silence. Ketu in Scorpio with the Sun can make you realize that place where everything, from where everything appears and where everything returns. And Ketu in Scorpio energy and the Sun can take us very deep to the sacred place, to the sacred consciousness by focusing on the silence that's underlying of all that exists, focusing on that abstract object, the silence, which is underneath all sound, from where all sound arises and where all sound returns, the silence that contains all the sounds in it, from where all the sounds can appear and into which all the sounds disappear. When we dive into the silence, we bathe in the silence, we become the silence, and whatever object appears in you it also disappears in you. You are the silence. Your body is appearing in silence. The mind is appearing out of silence. The breath appears out of silence, out of you, and comes back into you. The whole universe, galaxies, cosmos exists out of silence, and it comes back to silence. And that is the Sun Ketu energy in Scorpio. You are the silence, out of which everything appears, into which everything comes back. And you are the silence that is underneath all that exists, all that appears, all that arises, all that ceases, all that disappears. It comes out of you, it comes back into you. You never lose anything, you never gain. And studying of yoga philosophy, Vedanta, can be a good idea for now. For Sun Ketu, we may get great insights. It can also, this energy can also force us to study that more. Some more about Scorpio. It's a fixed water sign, which water is emotion. So it means it can go really deep, fixed into the emotion, concentrate their emotion really deep. And Scorpio shines really brightly when they're acting as a healer for others. Scorpio also has a psychic intuition, all these antennas, hairs, sensitive hairs that can tune into environment and feel the environment. So Scorpio is about our insecurities, where we feel vulnerable, yeah, and one of the greatest strengths of Scorpio is to control our own emotion rather than controlling emotions of others. And to go deep into that emotion and connect to the devotional heart, then we get straight to the source, straight to who we are, straight to the love, the devotion. Some of these things I took from the book of Sam Jeffy, Yoga and Vedic Astrology. He is a great teacher, especially if you want to learn really good foundation, really good basics. I learned first level of certification course with him. My foundation was built so strong that it can never be shaken. And then you can learn the rest. But, you know, the most advanced astrologers, they know their foundations really, really deep. They don't need all the complicated stuff anymore. So Jyeshtha nakshatra also means umbrella. It is the meaning of hiding under umbrella. Ketu in Jyeshtha is a strong position where we can find the fulfillment of all our needs inside of us. When we direct all the senses inward, all the desires we may want to fulfill, we can neutralize them inside of us and they stop existing. so we don't have to fulfill them externally anymore, which is Taurus. Organs of senses that need to experience life. In Scorpio, we may deal with our need to experience something in life by uncoloring those deep unconscious patterns, so we may not need it anymore. Because whatever we desire in this world to experience, it comes from deep coloring in the deep unconscious mind. When we uncolor that, the desire is neutralized and it doesn't exist. It doesn't rule us. And those deep unconscious patterns, called samskaras, the colorings in the unconscious mind, is what rules our life, and we don't know it. That's why I'm offering practice of Yoga Nidra in 2 days on the 25th. It's on Thursday, 25th of November at 8 p.m. Central European Time. Amsterdam time is London time plus 1 hour. Please join online on my Facebook. You can see the link to join the Zoom meeting for a Yoga Nidra session, where all you will have to do is lie down and relax and follow my voice as it's guiding you into the deep sleep state of consciousness, when you can remain awake and alert, but enter your unconscious mind with all its colorings, samskaras, and neutralize them. Disarm the enemy in the enemy camp while they are all sleeping. It's much easier, to break, to change the harmful habits, to change the habit patterns that are not serving us. So please join the practice of Yoga Nidra. And you can find me on Facebook looking for Ananda Shakti. So this is it for right now. I may add some more things later. You can never say everything in one video, as my teacher says. So enjoy your journey of growth and awareness.